Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with some more World of Tanks. Today, as you can see, we are starting things out with the T110E5. Finally got myself into a tier 10 tank after all this time. Of course, I didn't exactly rush to get to it. There was some time where I had switched off to the British tree, so it slowed me down a little bit. But this tank is amazing. It is fantastic. Not exactly the map that I would really want to say it excels at, especially with this arty party that we have going on here. I'm just going to stay back for a little bit until we can see what's going on here. We do have the first kill, but this thing's phenomenal. I actually sold the M103 because I really didn't see a point in keeping it. This thing is just way better than it. You know, the turret is smaller as well as having more armor. It's a little faster, I believe. You know, it's going to have that same gun. But, yeah, it's just all around better, and there's just no point in ever really wanting to play the M103, even though I would kind of keep it as a collectible. It was just worth more in credits to me after having played a few games in this. However, my luck hasn't really been that great in regards to the matches I get into. It seems like every time I'm in this thing, I get a pretty bad team, and I'll be the last guy left with 5 or so kills, and finally they just overtake me. Because this thing, I mean, when you have one of these things, there's really no excuse going in. You should at least bring somebody with you, you know, if you're going to go, but good armor, good all-around armor. I mean, it's mobile. The gun is pretty darn nice too, and I really don't think I have any complaints with it. Plays, you know, for a heavy, it plays similar to some mediums, in my opinion. I mean, obviously it's not going to be as fast in some cases, but it really does it. But, yeah, again, this map. I don't hate this map necessarily, but it really just depends on the mood. And let's see, where's that Tiger 2 at? I can't tell. There's so many buildings. Probably nothing that we're going to get at distance. We are overtaking him, though. And sometimes, again, it just comes down to being patient and waiting for the right time to move. I'm just trying to grab cover as quickly as possible. I do have 6th sense on this guy, so we should know when we are spotted. Guessing that there's nobody on that area because I probably would have been lit by now. And we've got the guys rolling over the hill, but they're damaged. Actually, we've got a lot of damage, guys. This E75 has seen better days. Now, I usually play on the hill in this map, but I saw that artillery and I was like, oh, I don't know, top tier. Kind of a big target from the top side, and yeah, just didn't feel like dealing with that, really. Patience wins the game at times. They're just scouting around there. I think what I'm going to do is turn around here and maybe see if I can get some eyes from here. Ah, we lost them. Where'd they go? I would have a shot about here. T-54 is all that's left. Starting to see a lot more of those Chinese tanks in the game. I dare say that at least on the North American servers, they're actually turning out to be a little bit more popular than the British tanks, which again, I think is just because of ignorance and stubbornness, but it is what it is. Oh, and now we have somebody on that side, but I don't really have eyesight anyway. Alright, where are you at? Where are you at? Ah, nuts. Somebody got him before I could even properly align my gun. And, you know, this is what it comes down to. I could perhaps choose to play a different game, you know, and say, well, you know, I'm not going to record this match because it's probably boring. But you never know, you know. It's just, this is the part of the world of tanks. This is what it is. I'm trying to show it as it actually... Oh, just right over him. Come on, let's reload another shot and try again. He's sticking that big turret out. And... Nope, no dice. Well, worth a shot, you know. Gotta let some rounds fly. Alright, I'm gonna push in a little bit more because we've got some guys rolling in. Hopefully we can crush them. This might be where we start to see some gameplay. Maybe. We're just kind of jumping up rock to rock. Nothing there. Still not lit, according to Sixth Sense. But they have that arty just hanging out. That's the bulk of their force, though. Well, I'm not going to say the bulk, because it's 4 and 4. 4 arty, 4 other tanks. Alright, let's go to this little rock. Grab some cover here. And I feel kind of like I'm commentating XCOM. Let's move up here. Let's go here. Alright, now it's time to take cover and disappear because I've been lit. Kind of want to wait till I disappear a little bit. Alright, we want to angle this armor front because that's the selling point to this tank at least. And even if it takes some different maneuvering, there's another shot that I just missed that would have been amazing. We're spot. Back up. Because we're dealing with this artillery, that's the problem. And we've made it quite a ways up, but he's getting wrecked. Come on, I want to hit something. Itchy trigger finger. Trigger. The T110E5 is just chilling. He's doing alright so far. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're lit though. Remember that Sixth Sense only comes up 3 seconds after you've been spotted. So keep that in mind. It's not instant if you have it. But I always recommend it. Weird. How did he get me from there? I'm not sure what... That was the arty, but I'm not sure how he got that shot. Oh, yes. That was a shot right there. Good night, sweet prince. Alright. There's the GW Tiger. I'm going to try to do this hard push right now. We've got more speed with this guy, so... I'm coming in, buddy. Ooh, taking a shot. It bounces. We are lit. Want to keep moving. I've got my repair kit still. Where is that artillery, though? Because they can cause some trouble. I'm going to bypass into here. And try to find these suckers. Could be in the trees, could be back there, could be over there. You've got Jagdpanther 2 checking that side. There you are, M12. Good night. Evil Arty. Alright, we still have the M40 who was the one who hit me. Can they take that 110? Are they going to be good over there? Alright, they've got him. Now there's an IS-7. We'll go in through this route because, as you can see, these rocks will provide cover as well as the housing. While we do a little bit of searching here. There's that IS-7. That already might be on the island, I'm not sure. A little bit of a housing problem there. As well as a rock on the other side. We're spot. I'd love to know where that Artie's at, though. Alright. Got 4 premium rounds, but I don't think I'll need them. Artie's still not accounted for. IS-7 is down. M40, where are you? Alright, he's signaling for that little island there. Let's see if we can find him. He's probably going to be in tank destroyer mode. Tiger 2 is going to probably take the first shot because he's hitting the bridge first. Can't let him get away. Come on, let's find him. Nope. Camoed back here. Nope. Nothing. No guess. Come on. There you are. Look at this guy. What are you doing? Going for a swim? Don't forget your life preserver. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but I'm not a huge fan of artillery. I know they took a huge nerf this last patch, and I'm very grateful for that. It's nothing personal if you enjoy artillery, but ever since beta even, I've just never thought that having a bird's eye view has been a fair thing. And really, you know, once you practice a little bit with artillery, I don't think that it requires that much skill to play. It just feels really cheap, and I just have something against it, but I'll never really want to play it again. But, you know, it does have its uses. It can break up a stalemate or a camping fest. You know, allied artillery that plays well can save your hide, and I am thankful for those that are good at it. But, you know, again, at the end of the day, I really wouldn't cry if it didn't exist. But, yeah, so let's talk about this tank a little bit. I've moved my crew over, so hopefully they'll continue to level up. Just all around better statistics here with the armor, and it helps a lot. You can see how you have the same type of hull as the M103 had. The sloping helps a lot. The turret shape is fantastic because, you know, if you're going to aim at this, you're usually going to get a nice bounce. Gun mantlet's going to help with that. You do have this as a weak spot. Everybody refers to it as the tumor. Typically, I'd say most tanks that you're going to see on the battlefield will be able to pen this unless you just get lucky. So that's the only downside to that in a close quarter engagement. That's probably what most people are going to aim at. Otherwise, they might try to go for the tracks and get some sort of angle shot while damaging tracks as well. But, you know, as usual with all American tanks, weak on the sides and the rear. So it's all about the front. Good peekaboo tank, you know, tank with your tracks. Hopefully just take that hit and not really worry about getting your hull crushed or anything like that. Otherwise, you know, again, the turret's going to be smaller than the M103s, so it's a better silhouette. Same gun. You might get a little bit faster loading time on this tank because sometimes that changes when you upgrade. But I do believe it is also a little faster, 37 kilometers there. But yeah, I'm loving it. I usually have pretty good games with it in regards to my personal score, not necessarily as the whole, not necessarily via the whole team winning is what I want to say, but that's that. So we'll go ahead and do another one. You can see that I got you know, standard equipment loaded up, vertical stabilizers and whatnot. Haven't really felt the need to use the heat rounds yet very much. They're just there for the rare annoying tank that I might have to deal with. But you know, one thing I actually do want to show while we're here is a size comparison between the Centurion and the T110, just to give you guys an idea of some of the things I was talking about. I'll probably make this comparison again the next time I focus on the Centurion. But look at the size. I mean, this is a heavy tank, right? Tier 10. And the Centurion, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite tanks in the game, you can see this is a large tank, a large main battle tank compared size-wise. I mean, look at that. So when you think that this is just a, you know, this is a medium, it kind of acts like a heavy in some cases. This thing's almost smaller than it. So let's go in for another one, see how we can do. That match was a little dull to start with, but it ended up pretty good. And that's what it's about. You have to have patience. You have to wait. And I've been very successful in this game and in most games that I play with that type of style or thought process in mind, because, you know, there's no respawn, and that's always going to be the major aspect of this. And people just don't want to understand that. You know, they just, some people want to just drive in and say, ah, who cares? I got another tank in the garage. I'm just going to bail. Worst case is when you have those people that rush, that stay in the game and spectate and just try to backseat drive and tell you what to do, even though they're toast with barely any damage or kills. I've had my bad games with pretty much, you know, every tank you can think of, though. So again, this is, you know, being patient isn't always going to save you. Sometimes you just make a mistake. You go somewhere that you're not really used to, and you just mess up within the first, you know, 2 minutes. But as per usual, gonna check the minimap, see where the majority of players are going. I want to maintain an even split, so if we don't have enough going flag side, I might do that, which looks like I'm actually going to do. Yeah, I think so. We've got the speed to make the change as well. So I know sometimes knowing your route is critical at the start of the game because it's valuable time, but I would rather split the teams accordingly than perhaps worry about getting, you know, a spotting bonus or something of that nature. Now, of course, setting up a good ambush position can be critical too. You want to zoom somewhere before you're spotted and then get the first hit. So it depends, and it depends on the game. It's very game dependent, tank dependent. In this type of a game where, you know, I'm a tier 10, we want to stay alive as long as possible and just worry about positioning and getting the team a win. E50 took a hit, which means this location is being observed. And IS-7, we're going to get him at... No, he's done. That was a blind fire. There's a bounce off the turret. Kind of show example of that armor. We're already taking some losses. I'm not sure where their fire is coming from. Doing a little bit of peekaboo here with this depression. There we go. That was a focus fire, if there ever was one. You can see we've got a British FV-215B here, which, from what I've heard, will get converted into a tank destroyer. Perhaps later in the year. Oh, where'd that T-20 go?
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Now I know where he went. This gun is pretty accurate, too. So you can... Oh, where are you going? Go ahead. So, alright. No more targets. We've lost some spotting out there. Oh, look at this. This looks juicy. Right about. Dang, bounce angle was bad. Stubborn Russian armor. We're spotted, but I'm hopefully... Oh, I missed a shot there, and... Ah, where did that go? Maybe he was saved by a building, not sure. Got a T-50-2 rolling in. Are they going to cover him? I hope that... Oh, no, he's right on the Artie. I think they got him, though. Yeah. What else we got? Any other targets that I can grab before... I don't know about that shot. I know about that one. Ah, snap. Well, this is going to be a loss. They're on our flank. They're coming in from both sides. They're just going to overrun us here. Maybe we can take some people with us, hopefully. They're all behind that dune. That's an E4. There's the track gone. He's done. Good job. FV artillery coming inbound. Kind of want to save my kit for now. Hull down on the Carnarvon. Taking shots from the back all over the place. 34. Yeah, I'm just getting overwhelmed here. And we got a T-54 moving up on the flank. You know, you can try to rush for the flag, but at this point in time, we're dead. It's not going to be a whole lot I can do. Ooh. And there's the Artie party. They're like, well, one left. Let's see. Where can I... Just perhaps zoom forward a little bit. Alright, well, come and get it, boys. Dinner is served. Which way are they going to come from first? Alright, well, there's... Ah, come on. That looked like it went to the tracks. And here comes the Artie. Run! Near miss. Oh no, I'm showing my flank. I'm dead. Give him that armor. It's a 462, but I'm dead to the rear from S51, I think, took me out. That's probably what I get for hating on artillery while I was ranting in the garage. But that's what happens. What can you do? Didn't do so hot on that one. They blitzed pretty well on the mountain flank. Let's go ahead and try to get another one. They just managed to get through. I couldn't get enough shots on. I missed a couple of shots. Some of the guys going through buildings and through the dunes there, but it is what it is. We could have perhaps pushed more around the dunes towards the flag. This is a good map. I don't mind this one. It's got a variety of terrain. It's got, you know, the maps, I think, with a little bit of a village, a little bit of open field. Actually, there's a lot of open field in this one, but I think those are my favorites usually. Anything with cities that I can usually hide and not get hit by artillery. And that's what it comes down to. If you look at what damaged me, the majority of the shots are artillery. It's the one thing that in certain maps you just can't hide from them. And even though they've been pretty nerfed, they still annoy me. It's hate on Artie Day, not just look at the T110. All right, so I would say the bulk of the forces are probably going to go into the town. And I don't really blame them. I want to go there too, but since everybody's going there, I'm not going to do that. Where is... I hope that Yag Tiger's not AFK. Okay, I'm going to try to do what I can with this side of the map. I'm probably going to regret this decision. Let me just put that out there right now. I'm going to stay as far back as I can while moving up slowly. Because there's not much Artie cover here. Artie typically likes to hang out around Alpha 1, 2. So... Oh, where you at? Come on. Oh, you too. How about... And we're lit. because of that T-54 mostly. Otherwise, that would have been a successful snipe. Oh, does this guy want to dance? Not really looking forward to this. Oh, just managed to spin him around a little bit. Probably should try to go for a ram. He's going to be more maneuverable, but could use a little bit of help here. Shake around a little bit. Don't give him something good to shoot at. We got some backup. A little bit more of a dance. And that's that. Now we need to evac because of incoming artillery. So I took some early damage. That guy just threw himself away, if you ask me. I'm not sure what his idea was. Alright, so the idea here is that after a successful engagement, you want to get camoed up. You want to hide. You don't want the artillery to know where you're at. You want to move, get out of there, take some time, take a few seconds to disappear. Alright, we are really far back by the base, but the only backup I have is this Conqueror and the Jagdtiger. I don't like moving up by myself. I've got this rock in my way. T-57 heavy tank. We're lit. Fall back. He's an auto-loader. Keep that in mind. And he's got some backup from an E4. We're getting slammed from here now. That was the limit of my gun depression there, but I managed to get him. This is not a good position here. It's the E4 for a couple of hits. We're going to get overrun. Oh, didn't want to do that. Alright, well, we're going to get flanked. Plus, they're probably going to call for artillery backup. We just don't have enough backup here. Come on, artillery. I hope the... Oh, shoot. Hopefully our arty can help out. Well, they're going to need to, because otherwise they're going to get overrun. There's the bounce there. Back off from here, but we're getting nuked. Come on, we can finish him off. That was a good slam. I'm covered from there, from them, but not from the arty. Oh, crap. Object 704. Oh, snap. That's not good. Oh, I'm dead. Ah, just as I reloaded. Overwhelmed again. I put some hurt on them, so hopefully they're damaged enough. Well, I'm going to do my last signal on that. Tell the team, hey, guess what's happening, guys? Well, I don't think this is going to go very well. T95, I'd say he could win this engagement. Oh, if he doesn't manage to bounce. Oh. Oh, he got hit from the side there. Dang, that's too bad. So what's happening here? All right, this guy. Come on, finish him. Nah. Reload time. I don't know if our arty was working on helping us out or what. I'm surprised they actually pushed that far into our position, though, because I thought that once I had dealt with that 54, we wouldn't really see too much of them. And then their whole team showed up. Yeah, we're going to need to get some base defense now, though. I hate this tank destroyer. It's on my team, so I don't hate it, but when it's not on my team, I hate it. It bounces everything from the front. Very hard to hit this thing on the front. Although that guy had no problem with it. I don't know what he just shot. I don't know if that was arty or what. Can't tell where that went, but I usually don't have much luck. Yeah, he got killed by the priest. Okay, all they have is artillery, though, so we should win this. That should be it. I'm spectating the rest of this one because I'll do one more match with the M103. See if we can get a win. Make these guys pay. E100 takes them out. I believe this guy's got a really inaccurate gun, but it packs a wallop, that's for sure. And that armor is annoying to deal with, of course. That is it. E50's just... What's he been doing? He's managed to get through this game clean. No damage, 2 kills. Well done, sir. Now, I'd say that there's going to be Artie back here. There's always Artie here. Usually right in there. Oh, there's one. Slam up. Scratched him, but that's that. Well, at least it's a victory, you know. And you have to look at it like this. Yeah, we got taken out, but, you know, check us out. Look at that. Look at that score. In terms of overall score, we're at the top. And, you know, we did 3,625 damage. And, you know, we still made a profit. And even if we didn't have premium, we still would have made 2,721 credits. It's because we damaged, you know, these guys. You know, we put some hurt on them. The Lorraine, 362 there, 416. Somehow we crit this guy. No, I mean, I thought I had crit, not that guy. I was thinking about something else. Who did I hit? I hit somebody for some massive damage at one point. This was the 54 who we just kept slamming over and over again, so that's why he took a total of 12 there. So, yeah. But, again, you know, we did our job. We went down, but, you know, we took people with us. And overall did pretty well in terms of our score. And, you know, to get this type of currency at tier 10 and an XP when that's not even a daily double. So that's not bad. That's a good game still. And it's a win. A win, you know, is always going to be the best. All right, so as promised, one more game. And it comes down, like, if you know, it comes down to how much have you helped the team per match. You know, have you been helping Artie spot as a scout or even as a medium or whatever? Have you capped the flag? Did you flank around, do some damage? Did you lure the enemy away from the rest of your forces? Did you hit the enemy while they were capping the base and save, you know, that, or prevent a draw? You know, I mean, there's so many little things. There's so many ways that you can be useful. And some people think, oh, the matchmaking, I hate the matchmaker. The matchmaker's doing its job. You want to see a bad matchmaker, go back to beta or even early launch days. It used to be terrible. Right now, you're going to get in within, you know, three tiers, you know. So scouts are tiered differently. They can see higher tier games because that's what they are. They're scouts. They're meant to, you know, get eyes on target.
Move out.
I really want to go to the left, but I don't know if everybody else is going to go to the left. I used to do the train tracks, but I noticed that depending on the tank, it can be a death trap. This is another map to be patient on. Oh, he just zoomed in. That lit me too, darn it. Back up. They're already hasn't really taken a chance. Hasn't had the chance, I should say, to position themselves, I hope. We want to grab this scout. Can't come around that side because that's the border. Oh, he takes a hit. One bounce. IS-8. That went absolutely nowhere. Back up, reload. I don't think we're spotted yet. Sixth Sense didn't go off. Don't have the shot. Not sure where he went to. We took one of their arty pieces out. Where's that scout that ran over here? He must have went back over the hill. Yeah, they're trying to peekaboo that hill, get some eyesight. Alright, we might have to just push up at this point. Help these guys out, because I don't think they're going to come through here. Oh, stupid SideStrafe. Go! Ah! Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. For some reason, I thought that bridge had cut off at a certain point, and I was just wrong about that. So I was like, well, I'm not going to stop. Just going to try to use my speed to get out of harm's way. Where are they looking at here? Come on, guys. I don't like seeing red. Hit, no damage. I'm paying attention to my left flank as well, just in case they want to come around me. We only have an IS-4 really keeping them busy. STI there. .432. Starting to look at us. They're coming around the train tracks. We're losing the tracks. A lot of bushes over there too that might maintain some camouflage for those guys. What are we lit by? There's a TOG in this battle. Wait, I thought I had a silhouette. Oh, barely. It's just this gun barrel. E50, I think, is on our side. Who's shooting at me? Oh, come on. Nothing on that? Not even a track? Is that Lorraine? Come on, bust on right through. No? Alright, how about what's back over here? You, sir, go for that. Oh, give me that side. 310. Could be better than that, but trying to just keep them back on this side. They're going to probably rush the tracks. This is another loss, unfortunately. 412, end of fire. Get lit. No, they're still being held behind that hill. Alright, I'm watching the minimap. They're in our facility now. We set him on fire again, and he's dead. Alright, we've got a heavy in the base. Darn it. Alright, well, I'd like to cross, but I think we still got this guy looking over here. If they could keep him busy, I'm going to go back and defend the artillery. I'm going to expose myself doing this. It's not what I want to do. But I'm coming. I'm coming. Over here, E75. I got your attention. What's up, big boy? How you doing? If you really want to give me that part of yourself, that's fine. Well, as much as I hate artillery, you can see that I did try to save them. Well, this is it. My driver's hit. I'm going to go ahead and bring him back up just in case I can maybe take some people with me. Oh, snap. This is bad. I don't like these Frenchmen because they have autoloaders. And I'm going to go hide here. and get hit in the side by that M103 and just fire at you to just try to do some damage and recuperate my loss here. Well, that's it for us, guys. Yeah. There's not much I could do. I was surrounded once again, and that's another loss. And that's what I've typically found with this tank. When you're tier 10, I guess, I mean, because this is my first time having a tier 10. I have tier 9, obviously, and 8, but I find that I'm usually one of the last left. Not in the last game, but it's just, I mean, you can see. We did some good here. Put in the score again. 346. Top guy had 395. And got some damage. Tangled with the M103, you know, just to get those points. And that's what you know, if you're going down, look, we still made out without going into the negatives, which at this tier is nice. Of course, this is with premium. It would have been pretty rough without it. On a loss, of course. But, you know, we did some damage. We stalled them for a while on that left flank. I only came back because Artie was in danger, and I went to go defend them. And I took a lot of damage from that E75. In hindsight, you know, I should have said, you know what? Artillery, I mean, if we look at, what did they do for us anyway? GW Tiger, GW Panther. You know, did they 870 damage? No damage at all. So, I mean, in hindsight, I went back to go rescue what? Was it really that important? No, not in that game. In some games, yes, it is. And you do want to protect the Artie for a certain amount of time, but you're not their personal bodyguards too. So you have to remember that. You are needed elsewhere. And if I'd have maintained my left flank where I had a lot more cover, I may have been able to take a few more people with me. We wouldn't have won. And, you know, they would have just gone for a base cap or something. So going back wasn't a bad idea either. But in that case, I'm probably going to think a little bit more next time I think about trying to just rescue Artie in a game that we're about to fail in. So, because at least if you're going down, take people with you, get the points, earn the money, and don't have it be a complete failure. But once again, you know, 3,864 damage. This thing has the power. And it shows. So while I didn't necessarily show you any amazing victories here, I think it really does showcase the tank. I mean, it's a beast. It takes a couple of good hits. It'll bounce some shots. I mean, you can tango with the best of them. And I love this thing. It's amazing. So if I have to, you know, label current favorites, it's definitely between this and my Mark 7. You know, we'll see how the tier 10 medium does. I'm actually not that far in regards to XP from that, but as you can see, I'm kind of broke as far as credits, so I won't be buying. Well, I might buy the Churchill 7 because it's on sale this week, but other than that, it's only like 450,000, so I might get it just to continue on the British heavies. Since it's cheap, I might do it, but you know, otherwise it is we'll see how the tier 10 British medium does, and then from there I might go back to, once that's done, I'll either go down British heavy or work on some of the German stuff. I eventually want to get into a Tiger and Tiger 2 and see if I can make them perform. But as you'll see here, something for the next video, I did get into a T69 American autoloader tank. I also have the T71, of course, because you had to get through this. So this is a light with an autoloader on the American side, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. This is a pretty good tank. I'm not necessarily great in it, but it is a good tank, as well as the T69. Again, still just kind of getting used to these things. I thought I would just prefer them a little bit more than some of the French, but I like it so far. But the only thing I don't have is the final engine. After that, we're good to go, and then I'll probably do some sort of video looking at it. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you on the next one.